It gives me great pleasure to speak to you about the government's determination to greening the country, and more specifically, reforestation efforts of Kakamega Forest. I had looked forward to personally participate in this exercise, but national duty has taken me to Angola to represent Kenya in talks to restore peace in eastern DRC. I, however, wish you a successful exercise, which I believe we have had. Tumemaliza kupanda. Greening Kenya aims at mitigating climate change effects. We have had serious continuous drought in Kenya for the last 4 years, the worst one in 40 years being the immediate one just before the current rains. Greening Kenya has therefore a two-pronged approach. We have the tree cover and we have the forest cover. Our tree cover now stands at 12.13% out of the target of 30% by 2032. Under tree cover, every Kenyan is encouraged to plant trees wherever they are in Kenya. This is why I recently called on the 57 million Kenyans of all walks of life, and despite their dissenting voices, to unite and each to plant a tree on Madaraka Day. If they have heeded my call, we should by yesterday have added 60 million trees towards the 15 million trees target. I reiterate my call to Kenyans to make it a ceremonial habit to plant a tree at every national holiday. Further, I urge for donation of seedlings to schools to enhance tree planting. To ensure the culture of tree planting is institutionalized in government, my office is coordinating tree planting by government ministries, departments, and agencies. My office led by example when we adopted 10 acres at Egerton University in Nakuru County. We planted 5,000 trees on 5 acres in only 1 day. We expect to fully populate the whole 10 acres with trees very soon. Community efforts in tree cover planting and forest cover afforestation are highly appreciated and extremely desirable. I therefore congratulate the Kakamega Forest Heritage Foundation, Mr. Marilla and the rest, for spearheading reforestation of Kakamega Forest. Your input in planting 29,000 trees, while appreciated, is low for 5 years. We need to accelerate reforestation of Kakamega Forest by drawing in the community. Indeed, government efforts should be complementing community leadership in tree planting. I look forward to participating in the 7th October Maragoli Hills Forest Marathon in Vihiga County, organized by the community to raise funds towards reforestation of Maragoli Hills. I am grateful to the world marathon champion Eliud Kipchoge for agreeing to grace the occasion. I invite Kenyans to register and participate in this worthwhile marathon. The Forest Cover Project is about reforestation of diminishing forest cover. Forest cover is now 10%, half of the 20% target by 2030. The KFS tells us that this percentage was achieved after planting over 1.8 billion trees in a span of 3 years. Moreover, a total of 48 billion Kenyan shillings was needed for this noble cause. Though we appear to have met the Constitution 10% forest cover, my hunch is we should do better than that. We are moving 2 steps forward and 1 step backwards. This is because our efforts at increasing forest cover is checkmated by persistent environmental destruction of trees for charcoal burning and instances of unlawful shamba system. What it means is that our efforts at both tree and forest cover are being countermanded by incidences of community insensibility to impacts of climate change. This calls for persistent community sensitization and mobilization to the next level of tree growing. I hope on this, Mheshimiwa, I am with you and you are with the PCS. Asante sana. Kakamega Tropical Rainforest is renowned for its unique character and high biodiversity amongst Kenya forests. Many wildlife species are found only in Kakamega Forest and nowhere else in Kenya. These include rare species of butterflies, reptiles, and ants, and unique birds and rare forest monkeys. The danger to the high conservation value of Kakamega Forest is its location in one of the most densely populated rural areas in Kenya. Kakamega Forest faces serious real threats from invasive activities of peat sowing, charcoal burning, uncontrolled cattle grazing, and collection of firewood. We can only stop such invasive activities of the community around the forest by appreciating impacts of climate change through systematic sensitization. It should be of interest to the Ministry of Environment, Climate Change and Forestry to constitute a fully fledged funded program of community tree forest cover sensitization. Hii mambo ambayo watu wanaongelea mambo ya finance bill, wengi wanasema yale ambayo hawakubaliani nayo, but kuna kitu cha muhimu sana hapo kwa sababu ya afya yako wewe kama mwana Kenya. Kitu ambacho kiko hapo ni kwamba serikali imepunguza kulipa kwa NHIF. Pale mwanzo tulikuwa tunalipa a minimum of 500 shillings. In the current finance bill, we are going to be paying a minimum of 300 shillings. Isn't that not beneficial? So why are people talking about the negative and forgetting the positives? Jambo la pili la muhimu ambalo liko katika hiyo finance bill na inahusu mambo ya afya. Serikali imetoa tax exempt kwa yale mambo ama vile vifaa ambavyo vinatumika katika manufacturing of pharmaceuticals and biopharmaceuticals. Kumaanisha nini? Mtu ambaye anataka kumanufacture dawa hapa Kenya, mtu ambaye anataka kumanufacture vaccine hapa Kenya, mtu ambaye anataka kumanufacture dawa ambayo inatumiwa katika kutibu ugonjwa wa kisukari, insulin, hizo ambazo zinaitwa biopharmaceuticals, serikali imeweka VAT exempt. That means the cost of those products is going to come down. And that is something positive in this finance bill. Kenyans must know about it. Serikali pia imeweka VAT exemption on any rights and any benefits that are derived from manufacturing of vaccines. That is a positive thing. The government is encouraging people to come and set up vaccine manufacturing plan, and I'm happy to report to Kenyans ya kwamba mliona tulisign mkataba pamoja na kampuni inaitwa Moderna, iko tayari kukuja kufanya ground breaking to manufacture vaccines in Kenya. Watu wengi sana walikufa wakati wa COVID because we did not have vaccines on time. So this government prioritize, imeweka VAT exempt on anybody who wants to do manufacturing of vaccines. Moderna is coming to start they are coming to do groundbreaking very soon. Kutakuwa na a vaccine manufacturing company in this country. Na pia serikali imeanzisha kitu ambacho kinaitwa Kenya Biovax. It's an institution run by the government to ensure that in future we have vaccines in this country. We manufacture as a country. But before we get there, we have Kenya Biovax Institute ambayo kwa sasa inaanza na fill and finish ya vaccines. Inanunua raw material na vaccines kutoka nje, but inafanya packaging hapa. Hiyo yote itahakikisha ya kwamba bei ya vaccine imerudi chini. Bei ya dawa na commodities za afya imerudi chini. Mumesikia NHIF imerudishwa mpaka 300. Sikumaanisha hii finance bill iko na mambo mazuri. Si namna hiyo. Kwa hivyo nimeona ni muhimu niwaelimishe nyinyi kama wakaaji wa hapa Shinyalu, mkaeze kujua you do not do blanket condemnation. Mjue ya kwamba there are good things in this finance bill. Let us read it, let us internalize it, and we ensure that we get the good things out of this bill.